Morning, all. All right, so we're starting off with the news of the day video for all you fine people today for your Thursday, June the 15th. All right, so first off, to the Vegas Golden Knights again. They are basking in the afterglow that is being Stanley Cup champions, and the parade will be on Saturday. When they hold the parade, they're closing both sides of the strip, which is kind of a big deal because, of course, that's where all your concentrations of tourists are, and it's June. There's going to be a lot of tourists, but at any rate, it's going to be closed. The parade starts at 7 o'clock on Saturday. I may watch it. We'll see if I'm doing anything Saturday night or not, but I may watch that parade. And again, kudos to Vegas for the show they've put on thus far with the organization and just everything. Really, really well done. Florida news, Aaron Ekblad is having shoulder surgery. He will miss the start of training camp, so he should be back for the start of the regular season from the sounds of this. But again, coming back from shoulder surgery, we'll see how effective he is right off the bat. And of course, there's been the discussions I've seen online about whether or not players should play through injury. The reality is the NHL, they've always played through injury. This is just how it works in the playoffs, especially once you get to the Stanley Cup final. I have talked many times over about Trevor Linden and what he went through in '94, and he is just one of very, very many hockey players who have played through pretty serious injuries. But basically, the rule seems to be once you get to the final, if you can skate, you can play. And so, yeah, I mean, barring concussion, almost any other kind of injury, they will try to play through. So, all the best to the Florida Panthers, and we'll see who else might end up missing training camp or the start of the season when news of surgery start to come out. So, for Ottawa Senators fans, it's clear that Alex DeBrincat now is going to be on his way to town. So the new owner is in place, but there hasn't seemed to be any kind of a shift in the rumors around Alex DeBrincat. And according to Bruce Gurianov, the club is filing arbitration with DeBrincat, which means that it can bring down his qualifying offer. His qualifying offer is $9 million. An arbitrator can sit down and lower that by as much as 15%. And based on the season he had, you could probably argue for bringing down that $9 million cap hit. He is not expected to sign. He is expected to end up being traded before next season, but this is just the Ottawa Senators positioning themselves for a just-in-case scenario. So we're starting to see qualifying offers roll in. Philadelphia making a bunch of qualifying offers on players today. The Montreal Canadiens apparently not giving Denis Gurianov a qualifying offer. So his $2.9 million qualifying offer, that's too much for Montreal at this point, and so he's going to become an unrestricted free agent. And as a Dallas fan, this is something that Dallas probably would have done as well if they had kept Gurianov. I don't think he would have got the qualifying offer from the Stars either. So we'll see whether or not he ends up going somewhere else, National Hockey League related, what happens with him. But Gurianov had a good run with Montreal. Not signing him to a qualifying offer does not mean they won't re-sign him. It just means that they don't want to get locked into that number. If he wants to return to Montreal, it's going to be less than $2.9 million per season. So I also wanted to talk about this because I keep seeing this. So, and this is around Kyle Dubas, but there are other instances of this as well, where a team will say we're not renewing the contract of a coach. We're not renewing the contract of a GM. We're not renewing a contract. It does mean you're fired. If somebody sits down and says, yeah, so you're not going to have a job in 2 weeks, it means you're fired. And if it's we're not renewing your contract, yeah, you're still fired. It's not like there's ever been a case where somebody's contract wasn't renewed and the team's like, I don't know what happened. No, yeah, they know what happened. They fired him. So Dubas gave a speech today, talked about being fired by the Leafs, and there was a lot of fired. This guy's just a drama. This is just, he wasn't fired. They didn't renew his contract. It's the same thing. If you're not employed by the team anymore, you've been fired. That's how that works. And I'm sure for anybody who's ever had a job where you work contract to contract, when that contract's not renewed, you feel fired. So that's how it works. But anyways, there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happen upon this video, and we will see other players, other restricted free agents, not getting qualifying offers and going into the free agent market. But there's already talk about next year's free agent market because there's a lot of big names, but we know those will probably get signed soon. But thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.